All right, hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic because today I have a jam-packed video all surrounding ZIM Integrated Shipping, and I'm going to be basically talking about why I made this transaction right here. You could see I sold out of my entire ZIM position, and I want to talk about that today. I want to talk about shipping freight rates. I want to talk about ZIM, how they're positioned in the future, because I still really like ZIM as a company, but I want to tell you guys why I sold out of it. ZIM is a stock that I've covered on my channel since way back when. Let's see exactly. Since all the way back to June 18th, 2023. You can see I've made countless videos on ZIM kind of going over what they do. They're a shipping company. They have a fleet that's expanding. They have more LNG ships. Why did I sell? I'm going to talk exactly about that in this video. I'm going to tell you exactly how much I sold it for, what my position size was, how much I think my potential return was, and if I'm looking to potentially get back into ZIM or hold off for now. So if that does sound good, we're up to 5,828 subscribers, 384 subscribers in the past 28 days. That is awesome. Let's get this number to 400 if we can. But as always, super grateful, and thank you guys for checking out all the videos. Cool. So let's talk about ZIM. I know that was a jam-packed title that I made for this video, but basically I sold out of ZIM. The current share price, $24.53. What did I sell it for? I had 41 shares of ZIM. I sold at $24.64. So just roughly about $1,000 American is what I sold my 41 shares for. Now, why did I sell ZIM? ZIM, if we go back to the 6-month kind of calendar here, you could see it's actually up about 141% in the past 6 months. That is insane. And that excludes all of these dividends that were also paid out over the past 6 months. I think it was just these past 2 dividends that were paid out over the past 6 months. But nonetheless, 141% cannot be ignored. Why did I sell? Is because look, ZIM gets up to these, it has these cycles where you could see it shoots up to about $23, $24 and then shoots back down. Shoots back up to about $24, shoots back down. $24, shoots back down. So I was kind of sick of just riding this ZIM wave. And I understand, look, this is at a point where ZIM could potentially break out. It does look like there's some bullish momentum, and I wouldn't be surprised if ZIM was to break out of this $24 price point just based off of its price chart history. Okay, so then why did I sell? Why did I sell when the price hit roughly about $25 or so? Because I really sold at a high. If you look at it here, this is exactly where I sold, $24.64. My share price here, $24.64. So I sold at a fantastic price in my position for ZIM. But the reason is because shipping freight rates are falling. How does ZIM pay out these huge dividends? How does ZIM collect all their net income and free cash flow? It's through shipping freight rates. And when shipping freight rates go down like they have significantly in the past couple months, ZIM gets impacted. Look, ZIM is at a high share price right now because there's bullish sentiment around ZIM stock. People think that because shipping freight rates were very high, that ZIM is likely to pay out another big dividend. And I think they're actually right about that. I do think that ZIM is potentially expected to pay out one more good dividend. But as shipping freight rates fall, like we've seen here, they went in June, July, and kind of mid to early August, they were hovering at about $6,000 per 40-foot container, which is pretty good historically. That is very good. But we've seen a huge decline in shipping freight rates over the past, from August 29th all the way down to October 3rd, which is kind of like where we stand about today, where shipping rates are about $3,000. So they've been cut in half. And what does this do? This cuts ZIM's net income in half as well. If I could find it here, just kind of going from Yahoo Finance, what I could do here is operating income. Cool. We can see how ZIM was able to operate in certain periods of time. Notice how this is 2020. This is the first quarter of 2024. ZIM was roughly about $168 million profitable. What were shipping freight rates doing in Q1 2024? Look at this. They were kind of hovering about this point about 2,000 to 3,900. Cool. ZIM is profitable at those levels. Then we had the second quarter, which was all the way up until about July. You could see operating income went up to $500,000. What was shipping freight rates doing? they were roughly about 4,000 to about this 5,000 marker right here. Cool. Now we're at a point where we've seen some highs. We're likely to see another great quarter coming from ZIM in the next Q3. But the thing is, what happens after that? We're going to experience this where, sure, ZIM might continue to be profitable, but is it going to be prosperous? Is it going to pay us our dividends, or is the stock price going to fall again because people are expecting another high dividend and we don't see that? When ZIM had these Q2 earnings, they paid out a dividend of 93 cents. Okay, it's not bad. But when they had these Q1 earnings where the shipping freight rates were about where they are today, right now, at $3,000, they only paid out a 23-cent dividend. This was kind of a shock to the market, which also helped to drop ZIM's price down because it was seen as something negative. So this is why I sold ZIM. I sold ZIM because it was at a great price for me to sell. Shipping freight rates are falling, which generally ZIM's stock chart corresponds to shipping freight rates. If we look even over the past year, we can see how ZIM stock only really goes up when shipping freight rates are up. And when ZIM stock is down, it generally means shipping freight rates are down. So that's another sign why I wanted to sell. And then as well, I don't think the dividend's going to be that big. I think it's going to be another smaller dividend. And then in the future, it's going to be another smaller dividend. Now, I want to talk about when am I going to rebuy ZIM? Am I going to look to rebuy ZIM? I like ZIM stock. Why invest in ZIM? There's a lot of reasons. Ramped fleet. You can see here includes 46 new built container ships, 28 are LNG powered. That's a lot of fuel savings. They've been in the business for 75 years. They operate around 300 ports in the world, 32,000 customers, over 90 countries. ZIM is not a small company. ZIM, in my opinion, is an undervalued company when looking at competitors like Mrazek and other things like that. They are only a $3 billion market cap company, which I think they definitely have a lot of room to grow, but they're very reliant on shipping freight rates as a shipping company is. And in the current kind of market where we have tensions in the Middle East, shipping freight rates are going down and ZIM is at a great price. It's above my average price. And if we were to go back here, because I have everything up here, my average price for ZIM, if I could find it, which I don't know that I can because now this is the dividend tracker. They've done something a little bit different here. I don't think my average cost is $21 per share. No, it's roughly about $23 a share. So I did make a little bit on this sell, but I've also collected a lot of dividends on the way there. We're gonna ignore that. So this is kind of the whole main reason why I sold ZIM, and I am potentially looking to get back in, but it's gonna be at another amazing price point, maybe about $17 or $16 where ZIM generally recovers. That's where I'll look to get in if I do. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're up to 5,828 subscribers. Please do subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed. If it gave you some insights on ZIM and how I believe they're going to be positioned in the future, I think they're going to go down, but only time will tell. I don't have all the answers, so we shall see. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to see you guys in the next one, and please do take care until then.